So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another video of the Shield Dude on a couch. And today, couchers, I have something different. So, yes, this video, I'm not going to do an album review. Today, it's something that I've been thinking about for a while. And this video is about Spotify. And not only that, this video is about me breaking up with Spotify.
I am breaking up with you.
You can't break up with me. I've got hand.
That's right. I canceled my Spotify subscription, and it's been something that I've been thinking about for a while. As you see, I've been using Spotify since 2014, so it's been my go-to streaming service. I've never abandoned completely buying physical media. I used to buy a lot of CDs growing up, and then in the 2010s, 2014s, I stopped buying physical, like all the CDs. I just bought like CDs of some artists, and then I switched to buying vinyl. I have a huge vinyl collection. Let me show it right now, right there. Look at all the vinyl that I have, my vinyl record and everything. And I have some boxes there that have more vinyl. So as you can see, it's not me here like talking like crap and being like, no, I never buy physical because I've always supported artists that I love. For example, there's some new albums that are coming out soon that I bought. So I bought the new Moths album on CD, which is coming soon, and obviously I will review on the channel. I bought the vinyl for the new Chevelle that's coming out in August, and also I also pre-ordered the new Deftones record that's coming out. So I've never abandoned music, physical media as a whole. So this breakup with Spotify, it's been a long time coming. So I have some reasons why I finally decided to end it with Spotify. So, first of all, everyone knows that Spotify pays their artists little to nothing. You have to have so much streams to get like pennies. And it's unfair to the artists. So I always, even though I had Spotify, I always had Bandcamp uh, to buy merch for bands, so I could support the bands better. But I didn't use Bandcamp that much because I thought the platform wasn't that easy to use like Spotify. So I had to like find something that was easier to use. But I kept Bandcamp. If I want to purchase something from Bandcamp is a great choice. So that's the first reason. The second reason is those damn AI bands that have been popping up on Spotify recently. So this is something that it's at first I'm like, why is Spotify creating their own bands, which I think it's kind of lame. And this is one, the Velvet Sundown. So I was actually thinking of doing an easy bet for this, but you know what? I'm not gonna do it because I don't care. It sucks because basically because I heard some snippets. What AI does with this AI created music is that it steals from music that has been created from the past and it gives you like their impression of it. So it's soulless music. And I'm surprised that the Velvet Sundown, as you can see here, has over let's zoom in here. Look at this. 1.3 million followers. That's crazy. And then you have a song called Dust on the Wind. Yeah, there's a song called Dust in the Wind. So yes, it's blatant ripoff. And who's getting this money from an AI artist? Obviously, it's Spotify. So and apparently, I have some friends that are musicians, and they talk to me, and they told me, Hector, like these AI Spotify artists are showing up on playlists, and I'm like, it's a disservice to artists who like are creating their music with sweat and tears and times of practice. to have these AI bands coming and people following them like they're the real band. I say, fuck that shit. Get it out of here. So I'm not gonna do that. Is it that bad? I decided no. I'm giving it a thumbs down right now. That's what I think of the Velvet Sundown. It sucks. So my third argument for breaking up with Spotify is, and this is a big one. The the CEO Daniel L from Spotify. First of all, he said a few years ago, I think it was like a year, I don't know where he said it, that creating content costs much like close to zero. And musicians, they have to buy their equipment, they have to practice. That doesn't cost zero. And having this channel now for almost 4 years, I've interviewed a lot of artists, and recording is expensive, doing everything, pressing to vinyl, and having this piece of shit CEO say that content creating costs close to zero. And the other thing, he's comparing music to content. So you can tell that this dude doesn't give a shit about music, which is also another thing. But the tip of the iceberg, what I decided, yeah, this is enough. I don't want to support this anymore. Like, it's a story that's been I think it was like a month and a half ago that it started, that the CEO of Spotify is giving money to this military startup, Helsing. And and when he's giving millions of dollars for something that is for war and destruction, that is as far away to music as possible. And this has been very huge here. I'm going to close up on this so I can read it. Spotify billionaire CEO Daniel L. is under heavy fire from artists and industry advocates after announcing a $600 million investment into Helsing, a military tech startup developing AI tech for war. So, and all of this, here's like no plan to ban AI music on Spotify, the CEO says. So you can tell that Daniel Elk doesn't give a shit about you musicians, and apparently also about the people who consume Spotify, because you're giving now like fake music to people blatantly, and it's fake AI shit, and you're giving it to people and taking away from real musicians. So yeah, and it was a decision that it wasn't that easy for me because I've been using Spotify for 11 years. So I was like used to the list and stuff, but I said, there has to be better alternatives. So also, as I'm recording this, the day after, one day ago, King Gizard and the Lizard Wizard pulled its music from Spotify. And before you boomers go with the comments, who? Because the boomers will be like, who? Who are you? Who's King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? So yeah, they're an awesome band from Australia who have like 27 albums, and they play about everything. I reviewed a few of their albums, and I'm gonna show, like, for people like say who, like, they had 1.5 million monthly listeners on Spotify. I was following them, and what's crazy, that the AI band almost has as much listeners as a truly original band that are playing awesome music in different styles. So, and there's other artists. I think a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken, Neil Young took out his music from Spotify. So I wonder, with this, is more artists pushing, getting out of there. I know that, yeah, I'm just one dude, but yeah, I'm taking my business elsewhere. I consume music daily. Obviously, streaming is convenient. Sometimes, you're running, you're driving, and you listen to music streaming. I listen to a lot of streaming music, but I also, like I said, buy music. I buy vinyl from the albums that I truly love. So Yeah, it's I just said, it's enough. It's enough. It's like Spotify is like that toxic relationship that you don't want to break up with, but you're like, yeah, you're toxic as fuck. So I think I gotta go.
It's toxic. That's good.
So yeah, after 11 years, I've said goodbye to Spotify. So I want to know from you, cultures, what do you think of this decision? Have you left Spotify or did you never use it? If so, what streaming services do you use, and do you still buy physical uh, to support the artists? Comment down below. I want to know, and let's get a discussion about this, about what you think, obviously, about the AI bans, all this shit that's happening with Spotify right now that might be the nail in the coffin for that streaming service. Who knows? So comment down below. And if you like the videos that I'm putting out, do not forget to give me a like and do not forget to subscribe. I have more content on the way. That way I can get to more people like yourself. So until next time, couchers, this is Hector, the shield dude on a couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.